the life you keep postponing. There's a type of procrastination that is more dangerous than being lazy. It is not the kind where you ignore a small task or delay something for a few hours. It is something deeper. It is when you keep postponing the person you know you could become. You still wake up every morning. You go to work. You answer messages. You handle responsibilities. From the outside, your life looks completely normal. But when the noise disappears and you are finally alone, there is a quiet thought that keeps returning. What am I actually doing with my life? Maybe you have felt this before. Not because everything is falling apart, but because somewhere inside, you know you are capable of more. There is a version of yourself you keep imagining. The person who takes care of their health. The person who builds something meaningful. The person who stops making excuses. But that person always seems to exist somewhere in the future. After you have more money, after you have more time, after you feel more confident, after life becomes easier. And that is where many people stay stuck. They are not waiting for a better opportunity. They are waiting to become someone who feels ready. But life has a strange rule. You rarely feel ready before you begin. Most people think confidence comes first. They believe successful people started because they were fearless. But the truth is different. Most people start while they are still afraid. They start while they still doubt themselves. They start without knowing exactly how everything will work. And confidence is created after they prove to themselves that they can move forward. You do not become disciplined and then change your life. You change your life through small actions, and discipline slowly becomes part of who you are. The problem is that many people are trapped in a comfortable cycle. They are not failing, they are just delaying. They say, I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow I will exercise. Tomorrow I will learn. Tomorrow I will fix my habits. Tomorrow I will become the person I keep thinking about. But tomorrow is a place where many dreams disappear. Because every time you choose tomorrow, you create another promise you do not keep. And slowly, something changes. Not your situation, your belief in yourself. Every time you avoid something important, you send a message to your own mind. Maybe I'm not the type of person who can do this. That is the real damage. Not one missed day, not one mistake, but the identity you create through repeated choices. A person does not become successful because of one perfect decision, and a person does not lose their future because of one bad moment. Your life is shaped by patterns, the things you repeat when nobody is watching, the choices you make when there is no reward, the moments when nobody would know if you gave up. Sometimes you are not stuck because you lack motivation. Sometimes you are stuck because your current life has become too familiar. You know the frustration, you know the disappointment, you know the feeling of saying, I should be doing more. But because you have lived with it for so long, it starts feeling normal. People often stay in situations they do not like because the unknown feels more frightening than the pain they already know. A familiar struggle can feel safer than an unfamiliar future. That is why change is difficult, not because people do not want better lives, but because becoming someone new means leaving behind parts of yourself. Old habits, old excuses, old versions of you that were created just to survive. But you do not need to rebuild your entire life today. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need to suddenly become a completely different person. You only need one honest choice. One action that proves you are no longer waiting. Go for the walk. Read the first page. Spend 1 hour focused. Finish the thing you have been avoiding. Small actions look invisible in the moment, but they become evidence that you can trust yourself again. And maybe that is the real beginning. Not becoming someone else, but finally becoming someone you respect, because the life you keep postponing is not waiting for the perfect version of you. It is waiting for the current version of you to take the first step. This is first hour focus. The reflection ends here. But your journey continues. For the next few minutes, do not search for another distraction. Do not run away from the silence. Ask yourself, what part of my life have I been postponing? What promise have I made to myself that I keep breaking? And if your future self could see the choices you make today, would they thank you? Or would they wish you started sooner? Write down one thing, not a huge goal, not a perfect plan, just one first step. Because your future is not created by what you hope to do, it is created by what you repeatedly choose to do. Deep focus music will continue for the next 15 minutes. Begin.